When you can stack a whole tower out of a LEGO Bricklink order, then you know you have another big project coming up. And with that, guys, welcome to my first video on this channel. In the background you can see how I've unpacked all my packages to show you some of the parts I need for my next big project, which is actually gonna be a skyscraper. Actually, it's gonna be my third skyscraper because I've already built two. Since I plan to recreate some buildings from New York, or in general build a whole LEGO city in the style of New York, including of course lots of skyscrapers, I decided it's time for another one, and this time I've actually chosen a very iconic one. It's not the Empire State Building, sorry guys, but it's still a very iconic one. And the one I'm talking about is of course the Chrysler Building. I just love the look of it, especially the spire, and that's basically the reason why I've decided to choose this building, because currently I try to find a bigger challenge with each mock I build. And this skyscraper is gonna be even more complicated than the previous two before, not only because of some new design changes I chose, but also of course because of the spire. Because how can you even build this out of LEGO? It was really complicated to design, but in the end I think it turned out great. However, to come back to the Chrysler Building, LEGO actually designed one themselves already. However, it's a little bit too small and doesn't really fit the scale of the minifigs. There's also a huge one in the LEGO store in New York, which I've seen myself when I went there in April, but that's a little bit too tall because 3 meters doesn't really fit on my table, which kind of forced me to make my own design. And that's what I actually did the last 2 months. But now I finally finished my digital design, and this is how it currently looks like. I've tried to include as many details as possible, but the part that was really important to me was to keep the proportions right. So I really took some time with that, but I think in the end it turned out pretty good. And the best part about it is that I've already got all the parts here, so we are ready to build this thing. And we are actually gonna do that in a live stream. However, I'm not gonna do that on this channel, but on my main channel, because I also have a second one in German, which isn't really matter because you can still join if you want to. Feel free to ask any questions because I can also answer you in English, so that really isn't a problem. Just keep an eye out on the community tab on my main channel and maybe on this one for some announcements, and then you can just join us in the live stream where we build this skyscraper together. It's probably gonna take a couple more live streams and not just one, just due to the large amount of pieces, because there's no way that we are gonna be able to build this in one stream. Let me tell you this, even the last skyscraper I built it through the night. It took over 14 hours and I didn't even stream it. So with streaming, answering questions, and of course not streaming for 14 hours, it's gonna take some time, but this just makes it even more fun. By the way, the building is gonna have a height of about 1.97 centimeters, which is just enough to fit on my table, and we have about 1 or 2 centimeters room to play with. So if that's the case, we just gonna extend the spire to really use all the room we have upwards. But now I have a question for you guys. What do you think? How many pieces are we gonna need for this building? Just write it down in the comments and I actually reveal it in the next video or next live stream how many pieces we actually needed. I can give you a small hint, it's definitely more than 1000 pieces, that's for sure. Anyway, that's all for now guys, thank you so much for watching, don't forget to give a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next video very soon. Bye!